Hello guys. So today we are going to talk about Python control statement. So a control statement, it's gonna help you to execute the given statement based on the condition. First, you have to evaluate the condition, then you execute the statement if the condition is matched. So let us now open our Jupyter notebook that we're gonna work with. So let me try to rename my Jupyter notebook. Let's first start by if statement. So we are going to use if statement for checking the condition if is respected. So for if statement, there is two more possibilities for checking the condition by if statement. First one, you might have one condition or one statement to be executed. If you have one statement to be executed, use the single if. Let me say we have two variables, val1 equal to 78. I have val2, that the variable is equal to 45. Then I want to check if val1 is greater than val2, then I display the message. So I have if val1 is greater than val2. After condition, every time we have to put here double point or columns. Then you put here indentation. The indentation is the empty space from the left side. If you forget this indentation, you're going to have a mistake. So for defining the statement in Python programming, after this column, you have to go to, or you have to indent your code like at least 3 spaces. When I'm using the Jupyter notebook, the spaces are going to be displayed automatically once you hit enter. So now I can say if the val1 is greater than the val2, just say val1 is greater than val2. Let me run the code. Use the output is val1 is greater than val2 because based on the values we have defined. So let us try to change the value of val1. So nothing displayed because here we have only one statement to be executed. So if val1 is greater than val2, we're gonna print the message. But if there is less, there is no statement to be executed. So we have only one statement to be executed. Let me say now you have two statements to be executed. So we can say we want to read the val1 from the keyboard and the val2 from the keyboard. Then we try to compare if val1 or val2 is greater than each other. So here, first, I say val1. Then for reading the value from the keyboard, just I use the eval. I use the input. Then I say enter value 1 can I want to enter on the second line. Then I ask again to enter the second value. input, go to input, enter number 2. Same, I want to move to next line. Then I have to check if, let me say, I want to check first the type of these values. The Milan, I enter value 1, I enter value 2. Then let me first check the type of value 1, type of value 1. I want to say print type of value 1 and the type of value 2. You see, by default, the data already from the keyboard comes as string data type. So if you want to change these values from the keyboard into a numerical data type, what you do, I copy it, paste, then I can put here maybe if I want to get it as a numerical, not as a string. Then Milan them, I enter value number 1 and the value number 2. So let me try to check again their type. You see now here I forgot to put here evil. Okay, let me run again. Put value number 1. What is still learning? Let me first learn this. I enter value number 1, enter value number 2, enter. Let me print now the type. Here we can see now the value 1 is a class of integer, the value 2 is a class of integer. If you, let me say now, I input the integer numbers and the float numbers. Now I have this. Let me check the type. You see we have int and a float. 45 is an int, 25.8 is a float number. So let us now try to check the status of the number we got from the keyboard by using if condition. So I can now check if value 1 is greater than value 2. Just within the message. Value 1 is greater than value 2, and I say else, which means I have two statements to be executed. If the condition is not matched, I have now to print value 2 is greater or equal to value 1. So automatically, what's most important is to remember the indentation always after defining the condition, and after else we have to put the indentation. Let me try to run the code. I enter first number, enter second number, enter this now, value 2 is greater than value 1. Let me try to change. I enter value 1, which is greater than value 2, enter 78. I enter 25. Then the condition is the value 1 is greater than value 2. You can check even if you want to, let me say, want to check if given number is odd number. So for checking if the number is the odd number, let me first get the number from keyboard. Set is equal to eval input, then I say, please enter number. This is the message that's going to be displayed. I want to move to the next line. Then I say, if val modulo 2 equal to 0, this is the condition. I want to check when you divide the value from the keyboard by 2, if the remainder is 0, this is the even number. You print the number is even number. So if the number is not the even number, it means val modulo 2 is not equal to 0. You have to execute the else condition. No, there is a statement which means that the given number from keyboard is odd number. So you have to condition to be executed. Let me run the code. Just I enter the even number. You see the number is even number. Let me try to add the odd number. I put this. I get the given number from the keyboard is odd number. You see the condition is able to differentiate between even number and the odd number. Let me say now I have more than 2 statements to be executed. If you have more than 2 statements to be executed, you use the so-called if else, use if elif else statement. So let me say I want to read the age from the keyboard, the age of any individual. It might be your age or my age or someone's age. Then I want to check if someone is mature. Here we are going to define 3 intervals. First interval, when the age is greater than 50, we say you are old enough. If age is between 30 and 50, we say, for instance, you are mature, and if age is less than 30, we say that you are still young. So these are the conditions that we are going to respect. First, let us read the age from keyboard. Let's ask someone to enter the age from standard input keyboard. Let me check if age is greater or equal to 50. Let us say so if the age is greater than or equal to 50, you print the message that you are old enough. If the age is not greater than 50, we're gonna check if the age is greater or equal to 30, and the same time age is less than 50. Here we print the message you are mature enough, and if the age is less than 50, is less than 30, it's the remaining option. There's no other option. We say you are still young. You are still young. So let us try to check if the code is working. I learn. Let me say my age is 79. What's the message? You are old enough. Let me say my age is 45. You are expecting to get mature. You are mature enough. Let me say, or let me enter my age is 25. Means I'm still young. I'm still young. So you can see that the content is working. So by working with a statement, we may have only 3 possibilities. One, either you have one statement to be executed, which means you have one condition to be checked. We use only if statement and one statement to be executed. If you have now more than 2 statements to be executed, first you check the condition. If the condition is matched, you have to print the statement under if the condition is not matched, you have to print the statement under else condition. And if you have more than 2 statements, means you have to check the condition more than one time. First, you check the statement in if condition. If it is not matched, you check the statement in elif condition. If it is not matched, if you have more than elif, you have more statement, you can continue by checking the next statement. And if all of the statements are not matched, it means you have to execute the statement under else. Thank you. This is the end of this session. I think you have enjoyed the session, guys. If you enjoyed, guys, don't forget to click on subscribe, share, like, and let your friend get connected. Thank you. Let us meet in the next session. Thank you.